Your KitKat interview with that guy, Aaron.
I just hijacked Sheldon's show. He has no idea I'm on the stream. I just hijacked his entire show. No idea that I've taken over his whole show. He's got no idea. Let's see when he realizes that I've taken over his show. Now that I'm here, we can have a real show. We can talk about fundamentals. We can talk about technicals. I hijacked his whole show. He has absolutely no idea. Zero. Let's see when he notices. Let's see if he notices. We can look at altcoins. We can do fundamental analysis. We can do a whole lot of things. He has no
we're
idea.
live. Oh, you started the show. It's like that.
I hijacked your show, bro. I just hijacked your show.
We got a problem, bro.
I hijacked your show, bro.
No. We got a big problem here, bro. What's that terrible bubbles you got there? No. You need to look at the real bubbles. The real ones. You see the ones. No, it's still daily. The ones that are compared to Bitcoin. Why are you looking at dollars, bro?
I see what you've done. Show me those bubbles again.
Why are you looking at dollars, bro? Who wants dollars? Who wants to make a terrible currency?
You're showing now that it's alt season. I see what you said.
I'm showing you the altcoins are looking strong. Now the big question and why I'm happy you are here. Market's bullish, money goes into Bitcoin. Market bearish, money goes into altcoins. Am I missing something here? What's isn't it supposed to be?
He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can. He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew.
He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can. He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can. He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can. He's our man, if he can't do it, no one can.
Yo, please can you say James to put me on the right Wi-Fi?
James.
Right
Wi-Fi.
This is Run show. Enjoy, Run. All yours, my friend.
He said plug the cable. All right. So today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to be talking about the altcoin pairs, but not actually against the dollar, against Bitcoin, because what Sheldino is saying, what the Tentino is saying, that it's actually an alt season that he's seeing. I don't know what he's actually seeing. In fact, let's quickly look at the charts. I want to just quickly look at the charts because he's obviously seeing something we're not seeing. But when he does that, you've got to pay attention. The other night, he phoned me and he said, I'm seeing a pump. And I was like, what are you seeing? He was obviously looking at the 15-second time frame because he's caught the pump immediately. All right, so let's look at what happened. Bitcoin came down, and then you got dominance which also came down. Bitcoin down, dominance down. So I'm going to show you why Bitcoin went down and dominance went down, but not before. One, if you're not a subscriber of this channel, we request kindly that you please leave the stream.
You're no longer needed.
Yeah, if you're not a subscriber to our channel, please may we ask that you just drop off the stream. And for those of you who want to subscribe, you can subscribe now. It's still free. Tomorrow the subscription price is going. We're starting to charge a subscription price. Anyone that subscribes today is free. If you subscribe after today, there's a monthly fee of $3.99 to get this alpha. Second of all, if you're here, give us a like. It's the last show that I'm doing before vacation. So just like smash those likes.
And I think the last thing, Run, just add the importance, guys. Sniper School starts in 10 days. Join cohort 4.
No, we will talk about that, but first,
let's jump in.
First.
Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah. Smash those likes, give it some love. Smash those likes, yeah.
Those likes. I miss those guys.
Yeah, they must come visit us again. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about what's going on. Then I'm going to talk about Sniper School, Sniperino School. Sheldino, what are you seeing in the charts? Why do you have a altcoin season tinglies?
So for me, it's come on, it's been a Bitcoin market the last 2 months. And the only time, I don't know about you, but you want to accumulate crypto, you want to accumulate Bitcoin. There's no doubt about it. But end of the day, after any big Bitcoin push, after a few weeks of Bitcoin time, we do have this thing called a altcoin push. Now, the altcoin push, the only time I'm ever getting into altcoins is an opportunity to make more Bitcoin and make more Ethereum. That's ultimate. That's the goal, right? How do we accumulate more? We want to find assets that are growing bigger. And at the end of the day, what we're seeing right now is we're actually just seeing Bitcoin slow down in a range. And I think this is always going to be the times where you are going to have the activation of altcoins. The biggest issue and why Bitcoin stopped at the 29K and these sort of levels was because of the total market cap. And I explained this yesterday. This market cap is sitting at this level where we've been fighting now literally for the last 20 days in the area. And it basically feels like we're a group of friends, right? And we got the big guy. And we sent the big guy in to go do some damage. But now he's at the point where he needs backup, bro, because we can't get the total dominance and all the money in the market. We can't get through this resistance right now. Bitcoin's taken us a far way. It's gotten us there, but now to the point where it needs the backup and we need the altcoins to come in. So what I've basically seen is if you look at the total market cap, you currently have Bitcoin sitting over here when it comes to comparison of where they are on the market cycle and things like that. And for me, it is time that the altcoins join the party and we actually end up having a whole market eruption. And Bitcoin's attempted to do it by itself, but it's not getting there and it needs the altcoins. And
I want to show you something. I want to show you something.
Show me.
Show me ETH BTC on the daily. Or the 4 hour, a daily or 4 hour. Do you see anything interesting? Do you see anything interesting in ETH BTC? Remember, ETH BTC shows how strong ETH is relative to BTC, which is I can't concentrate because there's this person in the comments saying it's called 𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗃. 𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗃 always says, "Ran, your wife is in trouble." I think 𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗃's got a crush on me. Serious crush on me. 𝗵𝗆𝗵𝗃. always got a crush on me.
So what we've had with Ethereum Bitcoin is it's actually been like ranging for the last few days. But what I've noticed is every time Bitcoin pulls back, ETH gains strength. And then what I do is I'm like, okay, it's quite weird that it's working in the opposite.
Something happened today. What happened today? Look at the day. What happened today? All of a sudden, you got a little spike in the ETH BTC. Did you see that?
And where it is, like, look at this. Like, this is that very important wedge we're at. Like, this is the time for Ethereum to bounce strong against Bitcoin.
Let me show you why that happened, right? You know what today is?
What's today?
31st of March.
Okay.
You know what 31st of March is?
The end of the month?
Correct. But you know what 31st of March also is?
Options closeout, am I
correct? End of the quarter. So you have options closeout not only for the monthly, but also the quarterly options closeout, right? Now remember, the options are closing out now, like between now and the end of the day, options are closing out. Now, remember that options is like a tug of war between bulls and bears. It's put and call options, right? Now, each side wants to inflict max pain on the other side. So they have this thing called the price of max pain. If you look at the options today, here's the option. Hold on, let me just get us to the right chart. Okay, so that's the options. Now, the price of max pain of the options today is $24,000, which is a long way from where we actually are today, right? And it's a big options close.
Oh, wow.
24,000. Okay. Look at, it's quite a big option. I mean, it's not the biggest we've had, but certainly the biggest that we've had since the FTX collapse. It's the biggest options closeout that we've had, which is, you can see over here. Now, look at the important part of it. Okay, so the important part of it is as follows: big options closeout. You're always going to get price volatility in the options closeout. But if you compare Bitcoin to Ethereum, you realize that Ethereum actually has a much smaller open interest than Bitcoin, right? Much smaller open interest than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has, I mean, you can't really see it here. Total 5.33 billion, and Bitcoin has 10 billion. So Bitcoin has double the open interest that Ethereum has, right? Because Bitcoin has double the open interest that Ethereum has, the fight on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin battlefield, is actually much bigger than the fight on the ETH battlefield, right? So it's like, if you imagine, like, you're fighting a battle, and on the one side there's 10 million soldiers, on the other side there's 5 million soldiers. You're going to fight the harder battle where there's 10 million soldiers. That's
Yes.
why the price of Bitcoin is going slightly down relative to the price of ETH. You get
Oh,
it?
so they're trying to bring it down. Okay.
You see,
Okay.
you see.
And when does this end?
Today. So today, when by the time the US market closes, everything will be hunky dory. Everything will be dandy. What you got to do is don't worry about what's happening now, unless you want to trade it. But you just close your eyes. You close your eyes, and don't worry about the price of your altcoin. And then you open your eyes again when the US market closes, and every little thing is going to be all right.
Okay. Okay. So if I have a look then quickly, because they are tempting with Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, there was a breakout. We had a higher high. Amazing. It's now come and retest and sort of in a support. And what I've been speaking about, everyone, like these lows that Bitcoin's bounced, over the last few days, 26.5 is that's the only level I really start to say, okay, the pullback can get a bit bigger, any test there. But where we're standing is pretty good. But what this is creating, yet again, is we have this dominance. Look how close we are here from a really good dominance break of trend to the downside. Now, for me, I'm tracking this because what I've been speaking about many times is we are getting, I know Benjamin Cowan, we spoke about him, and he's having a little bit of a party because he thinks we're going to get past 48. And for me, we've repeated this now for the last 3 years. And it's like, but for me, there's a distribution coming.
I'll tell you one thing. When Benjamin Cowan has a party, there's two things about that party, right?
Okay.
One is the party ends very soon. Okay. And two is the party's very boring, bro.
There's the not good music, not good drinks. It's just one of those, right?
Very boring. Very boring party.
End of the day, come on, let's put ourselves in everyone's shoes. We're waiting for altcoins. Bitcoin's not stopping. Like, why should I not go and take all my money and just put it in Bitcoin right now? And I think I'm here to just sit and say, guys, like we have been here many times before and you told it to me yesterday. You said 2019 was the day you do it.
Treat dominance like an altcoin, okay? So look at the altcoin. Now you say to me,
would you buy this coin?
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 No. Newbies, yes. Newbies will. But
exactly.
Experience crypto? No. Definitely not.
Exactly. So if you're buying into Bitcoin now and you see this dominance chart and you still decide that you want to be buying into Bitcoin now, then you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You're going to get dumped on.
No, it is. And it's probably the day you do it. And you said it to me perfectly. How long did you wait in 2019? You said it yesterday. You said you waited. And where were you? You were doing something. Harvard. Where were you?
Harvard. And I was in Harvard, and every day I'd watch Bitcoin go up, and the altcoins didn't go up, and the Bitcoin went up, and the altcoins didn't go up, and the Bitcoin went up, and the altcoins didn't go up. And eventually I felt like that meme of that guy that goes, I felt like that meme of that guy. And then what I did, I changed I'll never forget, bro. I took all my altcoins. I had good altcoins. I had Litecoin. I had Wax Protocol. I had good altcoins. Even Ethereum. I put them all into Bitcoin. You know what happened? You know what happened?
Tell me.
Next fucking day. Next fucking day, Bitcoin dominance started coming down. So it was something like this. I'll show you something. Hold on. It was something like this. You got to imagine it's something like this. Okay, so I'll try and do it for you. I'll try and do it for you over here. See if it works. Okay. Okay, listen. So it's like this. Okay. So I'm holding Bitcoin the whole time. I'm holding altcoins. Lots of altcoins. Starting to feel the stress. Lots of stress. So I take all my altcoins. And I change all my altcoins. Every single one of my altcoins. And I change them all into Bitcoin. And the next day. The very next day. The very fucking next day. All my fucking good altcoins, every single one of them, good ones, put them all into one wallet, put them all into one wallet, put them onto the exchange, sold them.
God.
And guess what? I told my friends to do the same thing. And they did it. And they did it.
Oh, that's so good, bro.
And I phoned my parents. My parents too.
But it's run. It's
That's my
that was
story.
so good, bro. You like nailed that like spot on. But that's the truth, bro. It's the truth of it. You know, it literally sucks you till you want to. End of the day, we got to stay focused. That we are at this range. I don't see anything much different. The only difference that I see is if there ever is a break of this range to the upside, it's for a way higher valued Bitcoin of the late 40s, you know, somewhere into that higher area. But still then, from where we are now, it's a 60% pump. Like, is it willing to take my whole portfolio and put it in for the probability of maybe a 30? Because think about it, $35,000 Bitcoin. What is that, 20%? 20% from where we are now? You know, it's a big thing, and I don't want people to get trapped. So it doesn't matter. What we're showing you here is a Bitcoin dominance chart, and what that means is the opportunity to make Bitcoin. Don't get it. You want to focus on the dollar and focus about the dollar amount right now. I don't think this year is the year to focus on dollars. I really don't. This year is the accumulation of Bitcoin. Dude, I gave them this portfolio, right? I gave them this portfolio, and a lot of them.
Hold on. I think what you should be focusing on right now is go back to your bubbles. Go back to the bubbles. That bubbles you were showing me. Show people how to switch the bubbles into Bitcoin mode instead of looking at the US dollar mode. So
you go here to this little settings button and you change your currency to Bitcoin. Now, a lot of you guys that bought this portfolio with me a week ago, go look at where you started your Bitcoin amount to go look at what your Bitcoin amount is now. And that's what you got to understand is now you're in the phase of making Bitcoin. Yes, it was Bitcoin pump over the last thing. Now it's time to make it. And what that can mean Bitcoin can go to 25,000. Bitcoin can go to 24,000. It does not matter. You want 30, 40, 50, 60% more of that Bitcoin amount. I explained to you guys last time about this, the method, you know, and this was a big one. I remember you said that show, Ran. What did I do on that show where we had lots of the comments and stuff like that? And I explained to them this. I explained to them that if you look at a little simple chart, as in the atom to Ethereum, right? And you use this little system of trading a coin to the currency that you actually want. And they would have equivalent to, I think it was like 7 or 8 trades within the last 3 years. Okay. And I compared it to buying Ethereum in the January 2021. You would have bought Ethereum at $1,200. Okay. You would have held it all the way to now and you'll be $500 up. Okay. If you traded it to Cosmos, okay, and you just used the simple weekly stochastic RSI, and you just traded when Cosmos was strong to Ethereum, you got into Cosmos, and when it was weak, you got out back into Ethereum. You would have made 36 Ethereum in that time, valued over $60,000 right now in that time. Yet we just buy Ethereum and we hold it. If you stop giving a shit of what the price of Ethereum was, and you actually traded.
Ones that are performing well against Bitcoin. I want to show you there are certain coins that are just showing strength against Bitcoin. Let me just give you 1 or 2 examples. Go and look at Injective Protocol. Just go look at Injective Protocol. Just for 1 second, humor me and go look at Injective Protocol.
And I'm not even gonna look at it to the USDT. I really can't.
No,
because what people don't get is if your coin is strong to Bitcoin, automatically it makes dollars. Like that's how it works. So if I show you here, there we go.
Look at that. You see, you can just see that it's got strength relative to Bitcoin. That is why I've been buying I've been buying it. There are
and what people don't get is what did Bitcoin do from January this year? It went from $16,000 to $28,000, right? But in that time, what you had was Injective that outperformed it by 126%, which means if you were Injective rather, in that sense, instead of making your 60% on Bitcoin, you'd actually be nearly 200% up automatically on dollars just by focusing on trading a pair that is stronger than Bitcoin. And that's the thing. Right now, everyone's sitting and saying, oh, Bitcoin, is it going to hold 28? Are we going to 25, 26? Like for me, it's like Bitcoin slowing down and dominance breaking to the downside is altcoin starting to outperform Bitcoin. And that's the end of the goal. If you can just focus on accumulating Bitcoin, you make a lot of dollars. Now we spoke about
Cardano. Take me to Cardano. I can see Cardano doing the same thing.
So Cardano is flying on the dollar chart. And if we obviously go through to the BTC pairs chart, it's already nearly 3 to 4%. And this is the exciting thing. This is what I've been trying to explain to everyone. That this little bit that we're getting right now is absolutely nothing. For me, the true alt season and the big time to make, look at this. Cardano
Now
from next week, we break this wedge.
Look at 𝗏𝗏. Go look at 𝗏𝗏. You can see they're all showing the same thing. If you go into
this, they're about to break these trends, and this is outperformance, guys. You look at Cardano of 60 to 80% outperformance of Bitcoin. Let's go to 𝗏𝗏.
𝗏𝗏, BLUR. You see, 𝗏𝗏, but not to no.
Sorry, terrible currency.
Don't make mistake.
Okay, let's find over here.
I saw this morning. Little breakout, little breakout on the BTC pair.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
wow, how's that bounce? All of a sudden,
breakout on BTC pair looking fantastic.
And look at this. This is what you want. Like, look at the long ass trend. This is beautiful. Beautiful. It's exactly what we want. This is the different thinking. Look at Chainlink, guys. Chainlink over Bitcoin, boom. And I want to show you again. We zoom out to weekly. Remember, I'm higher time frames here. I don't give a crap about the smaller ones. Look at this. You're looking at a huge breakout of a very long, since the all-time highs of Link to Bitcoin. We're looking at breaking that trend. For me, Link is still one of the biggest opportunities right now to make Bitcoin. And the break of that trend, like I said, 150% is where I'm focused at. So guys, yes, we're sitting and where's Bitcoin going to go? And I can show you on the shorter time frames. Ultimately, that dominance is going to reverse. And when that dominance reverses, it's an opportunity to make more Bitcoin. I explained it then. You're going to buy Bitcoin and just hold it, or are you going to 10x your Bitcoin? And I think that's the goal this year, is to accumulate as much Bitcoin as we can. The ones that are showing strength, the next big one that I do think is a really big one is going to be Solana. I know Run's sending me an invoice right now because I told him to buy Solana, and he's holding strong.
Run you owe me, buys. Let me just check. You owe me
a wise man. A wise man told me $31,000. Invest in protocols that will change the world and give them enough time to do so. A wise man told me that one. So hold strong, my friend. One day I'll be sending you a nice invoice. Remember that time we spoke about it yesterday, about our bets. Solana ETH. Yeah. Dude, if I show you that chart now, no, come on.
Every dog has its day.
No, but that one was really bad. That one was like, I got so rugged. First lost my hair, and then I lost
Can I just I have to go because I'm going on vacation and I need to do a couple of things before I go on vacation. But I just want to say to the people, I need two favors from this community. I don't ask for a lot from the community. I really don't. I never do. Go to Kitco News on YouTube, you see? And you see I did an interview yesterday with Michelle. Go and give that interview some love. We have to show them that when Banter fam arrive in numbers. James, put the description in the thing.
I actually listened to it before I came. It was very good. It was really good.
Please, guys, go and listen to it. Support Michelle. She's a good friend of ours also. Listen, Monday is a new cohort of Sniper School. We're starting a new cohort of Sniper School. It means that you still got time to get into Sniper School. Do Sniper School with me on Monday. Come on. Let's all do it together. Jump in. Sign up here. It's free. You just need to put $100 into an exchange account. The $100 is nothing because you're actually going to land up making money on that $100. So like you're actually going to land up making money on the $100. But do it. And if you've already got an exchange account, open another exchange account because you always need other exchange accounts. You know what I'm saying? But do it because we're starting again on Monday. So that means you still have time. And it's first come, first serve. When it's full, it's full. But do it. Come on. Let's all do school together.
And if you want to be smart, sorry, just to add there, one of the exchanges is OKX. And they're currently running, if you do open one of those exchanges, they are running these big giveaways. And it's a MacBook that's this week that they're giving away too. Double whammy.
Yeah. So also, James is doing the course with us next week. Fred is doing the course. Fred is doing the course with us next week. Everybody's doing it. You need to do it with us. Come on, join us. Let's have fun. We're starting on Monday. You still got the weekend to sign up. Sign up today because you need to get approved and all that shit. But come, let's do it. Sheldino,
have a fantastic holiday. Much love. Get well-deserved rest. Cheers, brother. Okay, guys, let's jump back in. Okay, so like I was saying, and very important, let's get around the man off here. Okay. the big thing, and I need you to stay focused. I helped you build a portfolio. I helped you build this. And what was my ultimate goal when I told you? I said, it's time to expand our accounts. It's time to make Bitcoin. It's time to make Ethereum. I believe Bitcoin's getting overvalued on the shorter time frames, and I don't think it's a buy. I think it's terrible to get into Bitcoin right now. And it's not because I don't believe in the best cryptocurrency ever. It's that there's an opportunity to accumulate way more of that. I've now shown you the power of understanding when you no longer attach yourself to the dollar, or you no longer attach yourself to the stable tokens. You start to understand the power of how you can build a lot more of these currencies. And you would have literally 50x your money by using the strategy of trading against Ethereum, or you could have held Ethereum from 1,400 all the way to 5,000, all the way back down to the bottom. It is now time to make Bitcoin. So do me a favor, when you go into your exchange right now, go, because what it gives you a USDT value, and it gives you a Bitcoin value, the amount of Bitcoin you own of your portfolio. Write that down. Okay, write that down. You've now accumulated and you start building the portfolio. Many of them, I'll go through and see if there's any of these tokens that are still in buy zone. Write that down and focus on the growth of that. Now, what will that mean? It means, let's jump in. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin, because we need to play the two scenarios out. Right now, it is showing that altcoins are gaining strength to Bitcoin, and it's better to be getting into altcoins that are breaking trend to Bitcoin. Does not mean Bitcoin is not going to go up. And it does not mean that Bitcoin is not going to come down. It means you're getting into the stronger currency. Now, isn't it crazy that when the market was doing this, dominance goes up, right? So money flowing into Bitcoin. All of a sudden, Bitcoin comes down. And what happens to dominance? Dominance comes down. Look how the altcoins are protected. Look at this. Dominance absolutely shoots down. And that's why I'm pretty sure if you had to zoom into Cardano, you've had Bitcoin come down from 29K to the mid 27s, and Cardano is hardly affected. And a lot of the tokens, they're not hugely affected. Like, look how small these pullbacks are. And it just shows what's coming next, what is slowly starting to gain strength. So we have the two scenarios with Bitcoin. The first scenario is we have come for the retest, and it's this option closeout. They try to bring all the prices down, things like that. Amazing. Where Bitcoin still stands right now, it is still incredibly bullish. And it can still, as long as it holds anywhere of these areas of the 27,000s, it can still, after this, attempt the high again, if not attempt the $30,000 range. Bitcoin is still bullish in this area. And if we have a look at the RSIs, the 4 hours about to hit the floor. So that is really good. Okay. Then we have the second scenario. The second scenario is Bitcoin does decide to lose this $27,000, decides to lose the low of these areas of the 26,700. Then you do have the opportunities of Bitcoin maybe coming and testing the 24 to the 25K. Again, if this happens over here, I'm seeing one thing. I'm seeing a collapse in dominance. If Bitcoin decides, right now it's just holding trend. If Bitcoin decides to go to 25K, I see dominance doing this, completely tanking down to the downside. Which for me, you're going to again come to these bubbles and you're going to look at the Bitcoin pairing and you're going to see a huge amount of green bubbles to the Bitcoin pairing. But right now, if the better option of Bitcoin coming down, because that dominance is going to tank, that's exactly what we want then. Let's get 30, 40%. How does this sound? And I'm just giving you the scenarios because I need you to stop giving a crap about the dollar price. How does this sound? Bitcoin falls to 21,000 this weekend. Dominance comes down by 20%, right? It comes down all the way to 42% or something crazy like that. And you end up making 80 to 100% more Bitcoin. Okay. Let's call it even 50% more Bitcoin. And you then take that and you buy Bitcoin at 21K and Bitcoin goes back to 26,000. So what it would mean is if you had one Bitcoin right now, you'd be worth $27,000, right? Now, all of a sudden, you're in the altcoins. Bitcoin goes to 21,000. You now have 2 Bitcoin and now it goes back to 27,000. Now you're valued at $54,000. You see the power and the difference. We're just shifting because it's time to make Bitcoin. And either way, it's either the best scenario that we want right now is we do want a Bitcoin pump. If we get a Bitcoin pump and we have this dominance collapse, that's like gold, you know, in crypto, because then you have like everything going absolutely insane. Not only are you making Bitcoin, but your value of your Bitcoin is going up too a lot at that specific time. But right now, it's very clear that we are getting to the area where the dominance is slowing down. Stay the focus and think differently to the rest. And that's how you do it. You can see Ethereum dominance now waking up. outside of that trend again, looking absolutely strong. We have the Bitcoin dominant, the Ethereum to Bitcoin. I showed you this. Look at the next levels for this for Ethereum quickly. And let me show you this on the higher time frame. Because Ethereum is one of the big ones, guys. It's one that's going to get that dominance to really turn. So firstly, we're in this wedge and we're holding this upside. And right now it's telling you the daily, the weekly, stochastics, everything's at the floor. It's telling you Ethereum is the better option than Bitcoin right now. It's going to outperform. Okay. And then you have the two options. The first option is to go to the top of the wedge. If it goes to the top of the wedge, you're basically looking at an outperformance of Ethereum of 26 to 30%. Okay. Then what you have is the all-important one that we've been speaking about for a long time, was we actually break this wedge to the upside and we have an 80 to 100% growth over Bitcoin. As Ethereum can go crazy at any single moment, and now's the perfect time exactly for that. So for me, stop thinking about dollars. You're going to make so much more dollars naturally. Cardano is one of the ones, and I spoke about Cardano. Let's actually jump in here. We got great buys and we bought in the perfect areas of Cardano. And where I'm seeing the price expand and move really quickly is when it's past the 42, the previous highs. The altcoins are just creeping back to their highs. Once they through that, the big gap comes and you got 50, you got 60. This is where the huge acceleration starts with them to the upside. And you look at many of them. You look at AVAX in that perfect zone. AVAX is still a buy. It's still beautifully in the buy zone. And like I'm saying, 100% from AVAX, Phantom, all of these tokens. And that's why, yet again, I'll go back. And the fact that Bitcoin's in the buy zone now, I would make sure I load up on those last bit of alts before they're gone, in my opinion. And I'm talking about gone to Bitcoin. And same thing here, the total 3. Expect a little bit more of the slow growth. But when it gets through here, you're going to have a 15% gap push. And when it gets through that, then you have the crazy alt season. I'm getting you in early before that all happens, because I'm seeing this as a two-legged wave. I'm seeing it Bitcoin slowing down now. I'm seeing altcoins catch up. Then I see Bitcoin pumping again, one last pump. Then the altcoins join it on that pump. And then all of a sudden, I do think we have selling May, something like that, where we have a little bit of a strong pullback that may last a few weeks within the market. But right now, we have the US market looking good. We have the futures market looking great. We have the Dixie still hovering, still looking weak at the moment. And now it's the time to focus. So the strength that I'm looking at here with many of them is Chainlink. Guys, where was it a few days back? 6.8. Now we're back at 7.4. We're going to be looking at breaking daily trend today. Amazing. Phantom. It's nearly, guys, if this thing breaks over the weekend, be ready. Phantom's going to rip, absolutely rip. Make sure you've built. We got Blur. Next week, I'm going to focus on all the new tokens. 𝗬𝗵𝗐. Definitely add that in. Take your tokens and be like, I want these, and put them in the correct category. I'm telling you, this, I'm soon not going to be able to talk about anymore. When it's gone, it's gone. We're only going to focus on some new tokens. Like for me, it's the train's about to leave the station. And I'm talking about a huge gain within Bitcoin and many of them. What are the other big altcoin movers for the day? We had 𝗬𝗵𝗶𝗃 I saw we had 𝗪𝗍𝗍𝗃 as well, which was really good to see. We've got Casper still absolutely ripping at the moment. Is there any other new names that we need to pay attention to? So Stellar runs when XRP runs. That's quite obvious. We have EOS. These are a lot of older tokens. It's weird how the older tokens are coming to life. Let's have a look at EOS and see what EOS has been doing. Not bad. Give me some alts, guys. I can go through some altcoins for you guys. 𝗧𝗿𝗆𝗏𝗃𝗃. So 𝗧𝗿𝗆𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃 are still my favorites, and 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃. These are really big ones. Let's see. Daily. Let's look at weekly. Where we are on the weekly. Amazing. That's not a good. Let's get a better one. Better exchange. There we go. You can see it a lot better. Oh, come on. Look at that. So look where we are. 𝗧𝗿𝗆𝗏𝗃, bottom range, right? Place we've been many times. Okay. And the last few times, I'll just give you a little example. The last few times was this area over here. We had 140% over Bitcoin. The next time we had 200% over Bitcoin. The time before that, we had 300% of Bitcoin. The time after that we had now was at 82%. And now we're back in that range. Very obvious. That still is a Bitcoin maker when it gets to these lower areas. Even for me, this is a huge one. A break is Thor chain, still huge for me. This one, from where we are now, I'm looking at back of up to 200% over Bitcoin, guys, over Bitcoin. So I heard someone speak about Dent, and I'll speak about it. Do your own research. I used to own this token. I don't own it anymore. But it is looking good. And let's quickly have a look at Dent to BTC. This would fall under my very high time frame, guys. Very high risk, sorry. This part of the portfolio over here is one that it will definitely fall part of. And let's go into Dent. So guys, next week, I'll be bringing tons of fresh coins, tons of these things. This week, I hope you bought the portfolio. I really do. And it wasn't about buying all the tokens, but I hope you built it. I'm going to show you the power of not giving a shit about the dollar, how much dollars you actually make. So Dent's in a great accumulating position. You can see where it is. The times where it's been before here, the last time that it was here was a 70%. Not as good as Thorchain, in my opinion. 60%, really good, not too bad. And not as good as 𝗁. Fetch. Let's actually quickly have a look at the AI tokens to Bitcoin. So Fetch, BTC. No pairing there just yet. What is the other one? AGIX, BTC. Have a look at this one. Let's see how we're looking at AI tokens to Bitcoin. See, AI, I spoke about the small fake pump in the beginning, right? So it's not looking too great just yet. It's not looking too great. I'd probably say AI, the next leg's coming later on. It looks like we'll possibly lose the support and still more strength with Bitcoin. So AI is not really the category I'll be focusing on right now. I'd actually be focusing on the rest, the ones that haven't. Gala games, yes. I'll go through these quickly and just give you my verbal opinion on it. VET, yes. BNB, yes. Chainlink, yes. Render, yes. Filecoin, yes. DYDX, yes. Let's go. XRP looks great. XRP looks really good. I won't be buying XRP, but I'll be holding. NEAR is still one of my favorites. I'm looking at a 250% growth over Bitcoin. It's about paying attention to these. So guys, I've repeated and I've been through the same system this whole week because I'm trying to emphasize exactly what we're doing here. Once that starts to play out, we'll be shifting to tons of leverage, shorter time trading, all these sort of things. For now, I'm getting your portfolio ready and I hope you've listened. I really, really hope you have listened. No advice, definitely, but I hope you've listened because this is where you're about to really learn how to make money in crypto. So Bitcoin looks good, guys. It holds this area. We should have a Bitcoin bounce, and Bitcoin could attempt those highs yet again. Dominance, slow bounce here. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a lower high soon. The only reason dominance will go higher is a higher Bitcoin, but the big leg is coming. So guys, have an absolute fantastic weekend. I am doing a short show tomorrow, so you'll see me again tomorrow. But let's kick ass. I'm proud of every single one of you that stuck through. We've had very consistent shows this week. 30,000-40,000 people watching every day. So I'm proud of every single one of you, and I hope you prepped the portfolio. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love, Banter fam.